from a certain point of view.
A certain point of view?
You know, one thing I can't understand is why people seem to have this sick fascination with the father-son bounty hunters, Django and Boba Fett. These two are the biggest couple of jokes I've ever seen, and are nowhere near as cool as everyone seems to think they are. Sure, they have the ominous helmets, wild weaponry, and kick-ass armor, but that's where the cool factor ends, kids. They can do the whole stand around in docking bays looking imposing, but when push comes to shove, safe money is that somewhere a Fett is eating it. Big time. Let's take a look at Dad, shall we? Django Fett is hyped up to have been, quote, the galaxy's most feared bounty hunter. Feared by who exactly? I mean, if he was so infamous across the galaxy, why didn't Obi-Wan Kenobi immediately know who this guy was? Okay, Obi-Wan is a religious nut, so maybe he wouldn't have known. But his pal Dexter Jettster, he would have known. Because he seemed to have his ear, or whatever the hell it is he listens with, on the pavement keeping tabs on things. So why didn't Dexter say, why, this dart's a Camino dart. Django Fett, the galaxy's most feared bounty hunter, uses these. Why? Because nobody ever heard of this attention whore, no matter how hard he tried. We see him kill how many people exactly? 2. That's it. Only 2, and one of those is somebody who was working with him at the time, and therefore trusted him to a degree. Wow, what a cunning hunter he is. 2 lousy kills before he gets his shiny armored ass handed to him by Mace Windu. Oh yeah, and he also got his ass kicked by Kenobi, so how great can this guy have really been? Then there's his son Boba, who is just as much a hype monger as his father was. Once again carrying around the same tag of Galaxy's most feared bounty hunter, and we never even see this fraud in action. Unless, of course, you count the 2 or 3 blind shots he took at Skywalker on Bespin. At least his father seemed to have a handle on the whole jetpack thing, because the one time we see Boba Fett use it, he zips around like an Isuzu with a JADO unit strapped to it. And let's not forget how this greatest tracker of all creatures great and small met his end. He got his ass kicked by a blind man with a stick. And after that, he fell into the galaxy's biggest rectum. Not the most dignified way to go, kids, and certainly not the way a bounty hunter with the Fetts reputation should go. Rumor is that Boba survived and climbed out, but honestly, if I was in Boba's armored boots, I would blow out my own brains from sheer embarrassment. Let's just hope he had the dignity to do it. I do have to give Boba credit for one thing, though. He was macking on Jabba's dancing girls, looking to get some of that sweet, sweet alien lovin'. And that, my friends, is always cool. I'm TD0013, and this has been A Different Point of View. Hey, 2035, where'd you say that Twi'lek brothel was?
The following has been a presentation of A Different Point of View. All rights reserved. The opinions expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the Empire or its subsidiary systems.